shore. What if we left all our toys on the sand and went home for tea, full of the joys of a long summer's day spent between the dunes and the water's edge? Mermaids and toucans, castles and cake moulds, left to their own devices to play as they wished. Shocking pink and candy red on a sea of pebbles and putty-coloured sand. What if the sea was full of rope kisses and colourful knots, their frayed ends drifting as though many tentacled creatures, twisting and turning beneath the waves? What if we hung all of the wrinkled rubber gloves and lost socks out to dry on a line that stretched far out into the distance, buffeted and blasted, sand heavy in the breeze? Or we gathered all the wrappers that nestle rustling in the dunes and sewed them into a cloak of silver and gold that glimmered as we walked in the last rays of the setting sun. What if forks were feathers, blowing along the shore, as light as silk, catching and drifting on the wind-rippled pools of an outgoing tide? Or we wiped our sticky donut faces, tossing wet wipes skywards to the wind, watching them fly. What if we collected all of the barnacle-encrusted buckets and crates that washed up on the shore and built a palace of plastic with tall turrets to be admired by ships far across the ocean? Or, instead of wrapping our beach toys, we wrapped the entire world in a delicate nylon netting, keeping it safe from harm. What if we dove through drifts of translucent polythene, slipping and sinking into the deep, our limbs enfolded as though mermaids, with seaweed braids in our hair? What if the sea was full of rope kisses and colourful knots, their frayed ends drifting as though many tentacled creatures, twisting and turning beneath the waves? What if it rained so hard that the water companies opened their floodgates and poured millions of plastic beads and gallons of sewage onto the brightly decorated shore as we danced like fools in the surf? What if? What if? What if? The shore was just the shore, and no one could tell we had been.